In today's video, I want to go over the potential reveal of a brand new Assassin's Creed game, rumored to be titled Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. A leak has detailed protagonists, weapons, reveal date, and more, and also, we heard from industry insider Shinobi602 on the game, so we'll be covering that. And an introspective psychological horror game, The Inner Friend, is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One on April 28th. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but Assassin's Creed, a franchise that has been one of the most prevalent in gaming for what, the last 10-15 years. It's just been a big part of gaming, even though I haven't been as big of a fan of titles like AC Odyssey and AC Origins like I was with titles like AC2 and AC4. It's hard to deny those games of their quality level at a fundamental standpoint. Just not a big fan of some of the microtransaction elements in those games, but I feel like I've beaten that horse to death at this point. Rumor, Assassin's Creed PS5 reveal is just around the corner. Someone tweeted at industry insider Shinobi602, any news about a new Assassin's Creed game, please? I need to know. So that guy is obviously a big AC fan. Shinobi602 tweeted back, almost there. It's a relatively vague response, but with where the industry is headed right now, I could definitely expect Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, or whatever they decide to title it, being a cross-generation title. Remember, Assassin's Creed 4, same story with that game. That ended up being a cross-gen title available on PS3, 360, Xbox One, and PS4, and now available on the Nintendo Switch and PC, of course, as well. I could see Ragnarok falling somewhere in the same category, given the fact I don't think Ubisoft is ready to let go of current-gen platforms, especially with a limited amount of people that are going to have the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. It would be a little bit foolish from a financial standpoint to make those games next-gen exclusive, so I can understand from a business standpoint it being a cross-gen title. Also, I do want to highlight a brand new leak about the game. Assassin's Creed Ragnarok emerges that attempts to dispel previous rumors and leaks while providing brand new information as well. First, it's worth mentioning that this leak comes from French YouTuber and gaming streamer XJonathan. This means that there's a little more credibility here than a run-of-the-mill 4chan or Reddit rumor, but still take it with a grain of salt, but I do want to go over it as he goes over a lot of information. First, XJonathan confirms that it will be about Vikings, but that the name is neither AC Kingdom, its codename, nor Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. This isn't much of a surprise, as while early leaks did put out the Assassin's Creed Ragnarok title, it was more or less picked up as fans' nomenclature for the upcoming game. XJonathan reiterates that fans will be able to change gender like Odyssey, but refutes claims that the protagonist is named Jorah, also adding that the female character is canon like Cassandra in Odyssey. Continuing, perhaps the most interesting mentions are the return of the Hidden Blade and Origins' shield. Odyssey didn't feature a traditional Hidden Blade with Alexios or Cassandra, instead using the Spear of Leonidas as an assassination weapon. Bayek also sported a shield in Origins, and it's befitting of the Viking era for it to return. In short, it seems like the combat design may be more akin to Bayek's combat rather than that was present in Odyssey, although that remains to be seen. Other details include even more RPG-like elements than Odyssey, something the franchise has seemingly been building towards. Scandinavia isn't the only territory on AC 2020's map, again befitting because of how Vikings led raids. Lots of supernatural appearances for the first Civ, most likely similar to how the Isu appeared as Greek gods in AC Odyssey. And finally, a complete refutation that co-op would be returning, one of the most pronounced rumors thus far. With E3 cancelled, it's anyone's guess on when the events will take place and when the reveals will be happening. According to XJonathan, the reveal for AC 2020 is still coming soon, and it'll be happening either late April or early May. That makes a lot of sense because traditionally speaking, Assassin's Creed games don't see their reveals at E3. Rather, they get like the full-blown gameplay reveal, but usually the game is announced a little bit before E3. I believe we got that with AC4 and just about every other Assassin's Creed title. And with E3 being outright canceled this year, obviously it won't be announced at E3, but I'm just saying, from a timing standpoint, the game being revealed a little bit before when E3 was originally scheduled to be held, that makes a lot of sense. Again, from my standpoint, Assassin's Creed has lost a little bit of its luster to me just because I haven't been a big fan of this transition to this colossal open world game. I know for a lot of you guys, you absolutely love it, and more power to you. If you objectively assess the game and look at a variety of the different elements, the gameplay, the amount of content that's there, it's very good. Again, I just have not been a big fan of how many microtransactions there are. The game is relatively grindy, at least Odyssey was. So I would love if they tapered back a little bit on that, but again, I've beaten that horse to death at this point, and if they're making a ton of money off of it, I think it's just something that we're going to have to come to accept, especially if it's something that Ubisoft's bottom line is really benefiting from. Whatever the case may be, we should get a reveal of whatever this new Assassin's Creed game is relatively soon. Alright, moving on from that, the introspective psychological horror game The Inner Fiend is coming to PS4, Xbox One on April 28th. The console versions will include a new alternate ending which will be available for the September 2018 release PC version for free. This game was received relatively well, although not a lot of people checked it out. 27 Steam user reviews, 85% positive. The developers noted, "We at Playmain are very excited to be able to share our game with a brand new audience on Xbox One and PS4. While we're very proud of the accolades The Inner Friend has received, we think the best validation of our work comes from the fans that have allowed us to continue to make games. We can't wait to welcome another wave of enthusiastic players to our community." An overview of the game from Playmind reads, "Dive in and remember, led by a mysterious shadow, face fears and nightmares inhabiting its materialized subconscious universe. Dive into a unique and eerie world to relive the shadow's childhood memories and overcome them to restore what was once a safe haven. You'll journey even deeper through the subconscious to unravel a rich but wordless story and encounter gruesome beings that you must evade. Ultimately, however, you will have to face them." The Inner Friend noted to feature a rich visual environment supported by an immersive soundscape and a cinematic soundtrack, enhancing immersion and emotional moments. Movement, imagery, and music are the main ways for the player to interact with the shadow, their guide throughout the descent, dark and scary, mysterious at times. The world of The Inner Friend is a surrealist representation of memories and fear. It touts immersive storytelling. Immerse yourself in a visually driven narrative with a minimalist interface and eerie adventure. Journey through a surreal world inspired by childhood nightmares and psychology. Diverse gameplay mechanics. Overcome obstacles, solve puzzles, and defeat nightmarish foes, and reconnect with your inner child. Earn the Shadow's trust to unlock new challenges and pieces of the story, and collect all of the artifacts. Rebuild the Shadow's safe haven to save him from his darkest fear. So again, that'll be out April 28th on PS4 and Xbox One. If you're into horror titles, this one looks rather interesting, and it didn't get a lot of attention on PC, but those that did play it seemingly did enjoy it. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, expect the reveal of a brand new Assassin's Creed game very soon. I expect it to be a cross-gen title, and I expect it to be an absolutely enormous game, as the scale and size of these AC games has just been heightened with every single release. And the introspective psychological horror title in The Inner Friend will be headed to the PS4, Xbox One on April 28th. Remember, it did release on PC a while back, received pretty well over there, but now hopefully it can find a larger audience with a console release. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.